Okay, let's just cut right through all the noise. If you're looking for real, legit strategies to make money online, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to do a no BS guide to two low investment methods that, according to our source material, actually work.
I mean, are you just tired of all the false promises? Have you maybe tried things like drop shipping or Amazon FBA, only to realize it's not quite as easy as the gurus make it sound? It's a super common frustration, and trust me, you are not alone in feeling that way.
Because here's the thing, the truth is a little different. So let's just park the hype for a minute and take a look at what a more realistic path to earning an income online actually looks like.
First things first, we've got to tackle the biggest hurdle of all, the online money myth. We're going to break down all that hype that leads so many well-intentioned people down completely the wrong path.
You know, our source describes the online world as a jungle of misinformation. And that's the perfect way to put it. It is so easy to get lost, especially with all these courses promising you instant wealth and some kind of secret formula. They're selling a dream, but the reality is often very different. Now, this slide is really interesting because it's basically a practical toolkit for spotting the hype. According to our source, anytime you hear words like automatic, passive, guaranteed, or fast, that should be a huge red flag. It's a sign you're probably being sold a fantasy, not a real business plan. So if that's the myth, then what's the truth? Let's move on and get to the core of what it really takes to succeed online.
And this, right here, this just nails the fundamental mindset shift you have to make. The myth is that you just need to find that one secret method. But the truth, just about any method can work. Success comes from committing to its learning curve and actually putting in the work.
So the crucial point is this. We gotta stop asking, does it work? The real question we should be asking is the investment of my time and my effort worth the potential reward? We're looking for strategies with a reasonable path to real results. And that brings us to our very first method. Okay, let's dive into the first of two really powerful low-investment business models that our source highlights, Kindle publishing. The strategy here is actually, beautifully simple. You publish books on Amazon's KDP platform, and then you market them for free. And the key here is using the massive organic reach of a platform like TikTok instead of pouring money into ads. So why does this work so well? Well, our source points out that it's especially effective for books that are super visual. It's things like journals, coloring books, or maybe books with funny quotes. They're just perfect for creating short, shareable, viral videos that tap right into people's hobbies. Let's talk numbers for a second. Let's say after all of Amazon's fees and printing costs, you net a clean $16 for every single book you sell. Okay, so you start posting a few TikToks every day, and then one of them just takes off. It gets 100,000 views. What could that actually mean for your bank account? Well, our source estimates that if just 1% of those people, just one out of every 100 viewers, decides to buy, that single video could generate around $7,000 in profit. That is an incredible return on an investment of almost nothing but your time. And here it is, the entire action plan laid out for you. It's a clear 6-step process. You create your accounts, you make the book, you publish it, and then the real work starts, consistently posting on TikTok and figuring out what kind of content goes viral. Now, that Kindle model is fantastic, right? But let's turn to what our source considers the single best online business you can possibly start today, creating content on YouTube. To really get how you make money on YouTube, we got to talk about two key terms. The first one is CPM. Think of this as what advertisers are willing to pay for every 1,000 ad views in your specific niche. But the number that really truly matters to you is RPM. This is your actual take-home pay for every 1,000 views your video gets after YouTube takes its slice of the pie. This is the number that actually lands in your bank account. See, just like with Kindle, success on YouTube isn't magic, it's a process. It's all about building authority. For example, a channel in the finance niche might have an RPM of $20. That means a single video with 500,000 views could earn you $10,000 just because advertisers pay top dollar to reach that audience. So what it all boils down to is this. The secret to winning on YouTube is incredibly simple to say, but much harder to do.
You have to make videos that people actually click on and then make them so engaging that they watch all the way to the end. Your entire focus should be on those two things, your click-through rate and your audience retention.
Okay, so we've got two powerful methods on the table, but how do you actually make them work for you? Let's zoom out and talk about the mindset you're going to need to find your own path to profit.
And this right here is where you need to be really honest with yourself about your goals because it changes everything. If all you want is a second income on the side, you can probably handle it all yourself. But if you're aiming for a big, ambitious business, you have to plan from day one to delegate work so you can actually scale up. And you have to remember this quote from our source: don't expect a linear road. You are going to hit roadblocks, it's guaranteed. But hitting a problem isn't a sign you should quit, it's a necessary part of the journey. Every obstacle you overcome is a new skill you've just unlocked.
And that brings us to the final and honestly the most important question of all. The methods work, the obstacles on the path, they are guaranteed to be there. The only real variable left in this whole equation is you. So is your commitment guaranteed?